Then we're going to switch to our half teaspoon because it needs 2 1/2. 1/2, so that's 2 1/2 teaspoons of baking powder. Check and check. And then we need 1/2 teaspoon of salt. I personally prefer the pink Himalayan salt. I'm pretty sure whatever salt you use is going to be fine, but that is my personal choice. You may take some of me. Oh no, the face is like, oh what? I don't like that. No, it's okay. It's okay, Flowerson. You're safe today, okay? But maybe tomorrow when I need some of you, can you please be less selfish? Okay, please? 1/2 teaspoon of salt. I'm joking. I'm joking, of course. I'm joking, of course. You're fine. You're perfect. Don't change, Flowerson, okay? You're too perfect. The world is too bad. Also, okay, Brownie, are you here? Brownie, I totally forgot that I wanted to talk to you about something, but I realize now that my brain is starting to settle. Okay, we got salt. Brownie, yes. Okay, so Brownie, yes, you, Brownie. Hello, welcome in. Well, it's so nice to see you, Brownie. Okay, so that show that you posted, the, okay, now of course I'm forgetting the title. It's like extra polarization or extra something with a P. I started watching it. I've only watched the first episode, so I've watched the, yes, extrapolation. Extrapolation. Probably butchering that. It's okay. Reading's not my strong suit, clearly. So I started watching it. I watched the first episode, and in watching it, it makes me like, one, afraid of the future, but two, I'm just like, this is like 13 or like, maybe it's not 13, maybe it's like 17 years. It's like 17 years in the future. This is already insane. And the fact that it's snowing and hailing and like torrential rainstorms in California, I'm just like, what is happening? This is going to happen, and I'm already worried because like no one is doing it. And the fact that like you got freaking Jon Snow that's like, it's okay, I'm gonna make so much money because like I'm going for this and this and this, and then like the guy with the, and I don't want to spoil anything, but like, you know, at the end of the first episode, the guy with the hotel, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, oh my gosh. And the fact that like each episode is like a jump forward in the future by like a handful of years, I'm just like, what is going to happen? I'm already freaking out. But I'm actually really enjoying the show. It's got like I know I watched the trailer and I was like, this looks really cool because it's got such like a star-studded cast. But I'm like, you know, they're actually like really in it. They're not just like they're in it for like a second because they were only there for like the trailer. But it's like kind of crazy. I was just like, all right, what show is this? Oh, so it's called Extrapolation. This is the one on Apple TV. So if you don't have Apple TV, you probably won't be able to watch it. But if you do have Apple TV, I definitely would check it out. Because I'm honestly really enjoying it. But it also makes me think like, I don't really know. Like I know the like the headlines and stuff like that of like what's going on with the you know, with like global warming and stuff like that. But I'm also like, I don't really know like what's really going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like there's a lot of stuff that like maybe like corporations, stuff like that just don't really like tell you. And you kind of like just get the headlines because like I said, like that's what I know. I know the headlines. But it's just like, oh my God, this stuff like is like freaky. It gets a little better on episode 3 or 4. Okay, well, I'm excited. I'm excited to watch it, Brownie. So thank you for the suggestion. I was like, I totally forgot to bring that up when I saw you, you know, we were chatting earlier. But I was like, this is quality suggestion. Quality suggestion. Sorry. Okay, so with the butter, it's honestly probably been out of the freezer for too long, so it's starting to get a little bit melty. So rather than trying to grate it, I'm gonna just cut it up a little bit. Yeah, it's a little on the nose, right? Ton of stars in it. I know, tons of stars in it. It's crazy. The amount of stars in it is ridiculous. I was like, how did Apple TV's like, this is gonna be our Game of Thrones, okay? We're putting all our money into this show. So like, get ready. Orange zest, that's the thing that I forgot to do. Okay, orange zest, we need 2 teaspoons. Okay, let me just zest my oranges. I hate zesting. It is literally my least favorite thing to do. But I do have this brand new zester, so I'm happy about that. Jeffrey Wolf 95, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you, friend. How are you doing today? What have you been up to? What's been going on in your world? If I wanted a happy, wholesome story, a 90-year-old tortoise became a father for the first time with his wife of 29 years. Wow, DJ. If you change out tortoise for like billionaire man. Honestly, I feel like that story could still probably happen. And that's kind of sad. Am I right? Sorry, I don't mean to make that dark. Sorry, I know you were looking for a happy story. I just ruined it. DJ, I'm so sorry. Perry, just literally, just ban me. Ban me right now. Just bad. Bad darky. Bad darky. Sorry, I don't know why my mind was like, how do I make this terrible? I'm sorry about that. Okay. We getting some zesting on. We need 2 teaspoons of orange. Ooh, it smells really nice though. We're just gonna zest like a bunch of this. Honestly, what this kind of smells us is like, we can't have nice things here. I know, clearly. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry about that. I don't know why I just like did that, just like without even thinking. I was like, you know what? This sounds right. I think I'm going to ruin DJ's day totally by accident because clearly I have no self-control. All right, so what we're working with right now is just a pot of just white goo or white stuff. It's the AMF talking. It really is. It really is. Those AMFs are dangerous. They're dangerous. Gotta be careful. Gotta be careful. Also, why would I do that to myself? I was like, okay, I'm gonna do shots. I could easily do something easy. Like I could do like freaking, you know, I got like Fireball. I got, actually, shoot, I think I drank all the Fireball. I have like Malibu. I could easily take Malibu shots all day long. No problem. Maybe a little problem later on in the day, but no problem currently. But I was like, you know what? Let's do an AMF because like, why not? It's $20. You gotta make it like interesting, right? We'll just make an AMF and take shots of that. Silly darky, that's how you go 1 hour into streaming, only just barely start. Okay, barely start the baking process. Okay, 1 tablespoon. I zested way too much. 2 tablespoons. Okay, so now the plan is, I think you may be an orange personality. What is orange? Shoot. Perry, now I have to scroll back up to see what orange is. Let me see if I can find it. It was before the raid. Thank you again, Claire Coffee, for the raid. I appreciate you. So lovely. Okay, green, blue, gold. Orange is short-term driven, welcomes change in variety, adventurous, competitive, and compulsive. Maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit, okay. But I like to think that I'm like gold. I think gold is like my ideal. It's what I strive for. But like I'm probably like a little bit of orange. Here's another happy, wholesome story. Newly discovered enzymes turns air into electricity, promising a new clean source of energy. That's great. That's fantastic. I love that. I love that. And that's all I'm going to say because I think that's fantastic. I think having a clean source of energy is what we need right now because the world needs energy. We need to stop using fossil fuels. We need to, you know, get our life together. Put things back on track in perspective. Am I right? Can I get an amen? Sorry. And a way not to ruin it. Yes, exactly. Okay, now it wants me to grate the butter, which I'm gonna actually just cut. Add in the flour mixture and a combined. Use 2 forks to mix it together to pea-sized crumbs. See above video. Blah, 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 blah. Put in the fridge as you do the wet ingredients. Okay, so for the butter, we're gonna just honestly just cut it up. It just wants 1/2, right? Yeah, 1/2 cup. Okay, cool, perfect. Perfect, excuse me. Boom, 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 boom. Breakfast at Tiffany's. Why do I have that sound stuck in my head? I have no idea. Okay, orange zest. We're gonna slightly move you. Excuse me, friend. You're in the way of my butter cutting. Now my hands are all sorts of nice and buttery because why not? What do all of you guys have planned for this weekend? Anyone have any fun plans? Anyone doing anything fun? Going somewhere? Just chilling out? Going to maybe like a lovely restaurant or something like that? Anyone got any fun plans? what am I doing this weekend? So Hoosier, my significant other, is currently on a bachelorette trip in the city that I live in because we are a long distance couple. Hoosier lives in the great land of Washington, and I do not. I live south of that. Ooh, I almost just cut my finger. That would have been quite sad, I think. But because Hoosier is in this state that I live in, I am currently, I'm like kind of like not by any means waiting by the phone, but like Hoosier's like, oh, like we may be able to meet up, and I'm like, oh, I would love that. That would be awesome. So far, we were going to meet up on Thursday, but due to some unfortunate circumstances, it did not happen. The thing that I got invited to got delayed to like 10 o'clock, and I was like, I can't hang out at 10 o'clock. I gotta work tomorrow. I mean, like it's starting at 10 o'clock, which means I would be there probably till 11 and then get home and stuff like that. And I was like, I'll like stream till like midnight, but like, if I have to like drink and like do all that stuff, I'm like, man, probably not the best idea. Plus I had an interview on Friday, so I was like, I'm not trying to like get like too wild and wacky. Okay, Butter, please cooperate with me. I know you're starting to warm up because I've been very slow, but if you could ideally not melt, that would be great. That would really be great. I'm doing some spring cleaning, even though there is snow everywhere. Oh, there's snow. It snowed here in the morning, honestly, DJ. So sorry that it's super snowy where you're at. But I think it's good that you're doing some spring cleaning. An interview. Yeah, I had an interview on Friday. I think it went well. But my one thing is that I feel like it's so hard. Like sometimes like, you're like have like an interview or even like people you meet in your life. There are people that you can read, or at least for me, there are people that I can read pretty easily. And there are people that are like very like closed. Like they don't want to be read, or they kind of have like this like something about them where I'm just like, I have no idea if what I'm saying is like making you happy or what I'm saying is like, this guy's an idiot. So I think that I said what I needed to say in order to sound good, but based on this individual's reactions, which were mute to say the least, did not, I was like, I have no idea if that was a good interview or not. So I rated myself because like, I like to rate myself, out of 10 per interview, just so that I can kind of be like, okay, this is what I think I did well. This is what I think that I could improve on. I rated myself a 7 out of 10. So not amazing, but I think passable. I think hopefully it will lead to the next interview phase, but we will see. Okay, cut up butter. Now we have to start mixing it up and whisking it up. This is kind of what we're looking at right now. Not super interesting, just white stuff and butter mixed in. The point is to sort of get it into a nice consistency, and then from there you're going to kind of build upon that. Put that in the fridge while you're getting the wet ingredients, mix it all together, put it in like a dough, which we're gonna put right here, switch over to the camera, and then start making some scones. So we're gonna start mixing this together with the 2-fork method. They have like a different, like they have got like a specific tool to do this, but I was like, oh, the fork will be fine. What the fork? You know what I mean? As soon as that happens, I knew I wouldn't get the job. Oh no. Oh wait, sorry. Nice. Well, hey, last year I went for an interview and the superintendent cut me off to rephrase the question. As soon as that happened, I knew I wouldn't get the job. Oh, that's brutal. That is brutal. You never see. Okay, so Perry, if I'm leveling with you, so clearly I'm looking for a new job. Last week, I had an interview with a company I was like super excited for. It sounded really cool. The environment sounded great. They had like a little bit of travel involved, which like for like a, for a finance guy, that is pretty much never happening. You're not traveling for a finance role. So I was like, oh, this is so cool because like, you're working with like different countries and whatnot. So I was like, this is so sick. Well, during the interview, the person who was leading it was like, oh, like I have this question for you. What if like the prices were dropping or whatnot? Like how as a finance individual would you look into that? How are you going to, sort of make the forecast and budget work based on that information? And I was like, from my perspective, I kind of come from like, I'm coming from finance, but like I come from like more like services and stuff like that. I'm not working with like actual product itself. So in my mind, I'm going to services. I'm like, you gotta look at this, you gotta look at this, you gotta look at this. And the interviewer kept being like, no. You're talking about services. We're talking about product. What's the product way? And I was like, oh God, oh no, okay. So like, I'm like racking my brain. Like, how do I like get to like this product side? So like, I was like, oh, like what about like marketing? Like, like you have like an ad that you have on like TV or like, magazine or radio or whatever. Like maybe that will kind of, he's like, okay, yeah. That's kind of what we're looking for. But like, what about something else? And I was like, okay, something else. Okay, like I know that like in the world, there's been a lot of supply chain issues. So I was like, okay, what about like the supply chain? You get stuck on like having the distributors bring it over to like here. And he's like, okay, yeah. But what else? And I was like, what else? That's like 2 things. Like, what do you mean what else? Like, I don't know. So I was like, so I kept like just spitballing. I said something else and the guy was like, no, not that. And I was like, fuck, for Christ's sake. Okay, well, clearly I'm not doing well. Do you want to just like tell me what you're looking for? What specific answer you're looking for? Yeah, exactly, David. He wanted a specific answer. And I was like, okay. So he eventually was like, yeah, we're looking for shelf life. And I was like, okay, so like you want to know specifically how long the product is on the shelf for, and like, if it's going on discount, all that stuff. I get that. So I was able to talk to that for a little bit, but I was just like, oh man, that was not fun. Not fun to sit through that. So have not heard back from them yet. So I'm thinking I probably won't, but I think each interview has different learnings and stuff like that. So we just gotta grow from that. David, hello, welcome in. What are you doing? How are you doing, buddy? Hopefully you're not working this weekend, but given the time frame, I think you may potentially be, so I'm sorry about that, but hopefully you're doing amazing. Flour mixture combined force until a mixture comes to a pea-sized crumbs. Okay, well there's definitely not pea-sized crumbs. There's still a lot of like stuff going on. I'm gonna take today off. There you go, let's go. So we still have like a lot of stuff. There's like pea-sized crumbs in here, but I don't think it's like really what they're looking for. So I don't want to add more butter because I feel like that's going to be the wrong choice. 2 tablespoons of orange zest, 1/2 cup of butter, frozen. I mean, like, I guess that's what we do. So I guess we'll put this back into the fridge and kind of go from there. So TBD on what, oops, sorry, this side. TBD on how the scones are going to turn out. But again, this is my first time making scones. I am no professional, but we're going to do our best. We're going to try our best at it. So if it doesn't work out, then it doesn't work out, but we'll try. It's better with butter. I mean, I feel like it's not looking how I'm expecting it to look. So, okay. So next we have a small bowl. We need our heavy cream, egg, vanilla extract. Okay. Vanilla extract is right here. Egg is right here. Our huevo, and then we need heavy cream. Heavy cream. So I get that, but the question was, how do I use technology in the classroom? And I started talking about how I would use it in my current student teaching classroom, and the superintendent cut me off saying, but how would you use technology in the classroom? So that's basically what that was. I already had other interviews lined up though, so oh God, you're like, what the heck? They asked you how to do it, and you literally spoke to that. How you would use it in your current student classroom. Why does it matter if it's like their specific classroom? Yours is going to be the same, I feel like. Oh man, DJ, that sucks. That's annoying. Because you're like, I'm answering your question. What do you mean? Like, how would I use it specifically in your classroom? Probably the same way, right? I don't know. That's weird. But I'm glad that you had other interviews. Hopefully you got a job eventually. I mean, I know that you have a job right now, so clearly something went right around the process, and I don't know if you're still looking for the next role or whatnot, but Always fingers crossed for you, friend. Always hoping that, you know, the best is coming to you. Because you're amazing. Okay, 1/2 cup of heavy cream, egg, vanilla extract, mix in a small bowl with drizzle of the flour mixture and add cranberries and mix together until everything appears moistened. Okay, we can do that. All right, 1/2 cup of heavy cream. We've got our 1/2 cup right here. We need to whisk it together, so grab us some whiskey business. 1/2 cup of heavy cream. Voila. We need 1 large egg and then 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. I think honestly, probably the butter was like maybe a little bit too de-thawed. It should have been more frozen, but whatever, it's fine. All right, cracking the egg in. Voila. Put that right there. I hate that you always get egg on your hand. It's like super annoying. I'm just gonna shift you back just a smidge. I feel like I keep getting my body cut off, so I don't want it to get too cut off. Is this? Sorry. I don't have that permanent setup, so sorry about that, chat. Let's shift you up just a smidgy poo. Thank you. Okay, cool. All right, that is good to go. Okay, we got the egg. We need 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, which we're gonna rinse this really quickly. I did speak to it, and I was even talking about like I could also do virtual field trips and things, and I was so annoyed. Sorry, you were amazing. And I did get a job actually as well. The other day I interviewed for my current job. I had gotten my first rejection and my first offer from the people I interviewed that day. And on the way home, I had gotten rejected again. Jeez Louise, wow. Well, the interview process honestly is so weird because you're just like, you have the answers, but like the interviewers are looking for such like specific things. And I feel like they honestly already have something or someone in their mind. So it's like so hard. It's so hard, honestly. It's like, what can you do? What can you do but put yourself out there, hope for the best. I'm glad that, you know, you eventually, you got the job, and, you know, it's a weird world out there. We want this little guy, I think. Okay. Whisking this bad boy together, just the heavy cream, the egg, and the vanilla extract. Not a whole lot that we need to mix in there, so I think it should be pretty decent. After this following step, we are going to pour it into the within a small bowl, drizzle over the flour mixture, and then add cranberries and mix together until everything appears moistened. So the cranberries we got right here. We got some frozen cranberries. It took me like, I had to go to like freaking 2-3 stores to like find these cranberries. I went to like my local Freddy's. They didn't have cranberries. I like looked at like dried, I mean like I don't want dried cranberries, but like I looked at like frozen cranberries and whatnot. They didn't have anything. I was like, what the heck? This is bizarre. But we had to go to Safeway. Oh God, I hate Safeway. So lame. But we made it. It's all good. Okay, so we need 1 cup of cranberries. Bam, bam, bam. Bada bing, bada boom. Let's go. All right. Okay, pouring the mixture in, and then we're adding the cranberries. This is feeling pretty whisked up. So happy about that. Just gotta make sure we get in as much of that as we can. That's looking decent. Okay, we need 1 cup of cranberries. Here's a half cup. There's like a fucking storm going on above my head. And our second half cup, which is a little bit overfilled, but I think that should be fine. Okay, the rest of the cranberries are putting back in the freezer, so give me a second. All right, then it says mix everything until everything appears moistened. All right. Oops. Hello. All right, we're gonna mix these bad boys in all together. The following step is pour into the counter until, with floured hands. Start putting it up. Stick a little flour, blah, blah. Dry 1 tablespoon of heavy cream to make it a little bit more thick, or sorry, a little bit more wet. If it's too wet, add flour to make it a little bit more thick. Honestly, it probably needs to be a little bit more. So now when I add in that liquid and dry ingredient, you can definitely get a little bit more of the, it looks more like what I would imagine would be like that initial step with the clumped butter. Where you got, I'm sorry for the rant. No, never apologize for the rant. We're here for the rant. So this is kind of what we're working with right now. In one sec, DJ, I'll read your comment. Just give me a second. I just want to make sure that this is all kind of scooped in. I feel like the temperature on this particular baking treat is important. So trying to keep it cool, keep it refined. It is still a little bit too dry, so it says add 1 more tablespoon of heavy cream if it seems too dry. Because there's definitely like no way that we're gonna like, it's not like a dough consistency. I think it's supposed to be flour hands, work dough into a ball as best as you can. Yeah, it's definitely not even close to like dough form. Like it's like dough-ine, but not dough form. All right. To be frank, they had other interviews that day, and it was a small community to find one where another teacher's spouse could have interviewed, and they could have been accepted because of that reason as well. Love my current employers, though. Truly a great place to work, teach. Perfect. Well, I'm glad that it kind of worked out where like you were able to find a role that suits you in the way that, you need to be an employee. Because if you're not happy at your job, it's just not going to make for a good environment. So I'm glad that, you got that to work. Okay, we're adding more heavy cream because this is not. Oh, that looks nice. Also, I get it. Pastry makes it difficult for sure. It's tablespoon, right? Tablespoon of heavy cream. Okay, we're gonna just add in 1 for now. Stir it up. See if that changes anything. We're gonna put in 2. I was like, 1 is not. It doesn't look like it's that much, so we're putting in 2. Hopefully, it'll make it a little bit more of this dough form, and we'll go from there. Because it's just so crumbly right now. There's no way that this like creates a consistency where you're able to like make a scone from it. There's no way. It's just so dry, so light. I think the reason is that the butter was like probably too warmed. I mean, it had been sitting on the counter for like at least an hour because I took it out of the fridge right when we started. So I may have to add honestly more heavy cream. It's starting to get there. Though. I can tell for sure. But it's not there yet. Oops. A little bit fell out. Like you can see like it's like starting to like form this like texture, but not exactly where we want to be. We're gonna add more heavy cream. Where's the there? I was like, where's the tablespoon? I think I'm gonna add 2 more tablespoons of heavy cream. Texture, Steve said texture. What? Hey Phoenix, what's up? What's up, Phoenix? How are you doing? Happy evening. This is now a different time. I'm streaming when you're in the evening and not in the morning. So I assume you're not having a coffee and you're having a cocktail. What? No, I'm just kidding. You're like, it's the weekend. I can do whatever I like. Whatever I like, okay? Okay, here we go. We're getting a little bit better consistency here. This is what I like. So you can see that it's more doughy, but still not as doughy as what I like or what I was hoping for, but I think we're getting there. We may have to add more creamer, but I don't want to add too much and then we have to like go back. So we're working our way there. And what if I'm having a coffee? I mean, you can have a coffee if you want, Phoenix. I just feel like as far as coffee goes, a lot of people, if they have it past a certain time, they're like, now I'm going to be up till like freaking 8 a.m. But like not 8 a.m. because I was sleeping. 8 a.m. because like that's when I was finally able to go to sleep. Okay. Yeah, party. What are you sipping on, Phoenix? Tell me what you're sipping on. If you're sipping on coffee, I'm going to be bewildered. Coffee time equals party time. No, cause that's what the cocktail's for. Duh. Nah, I'm planning on taking a shower and heading to bed. Hey, that sounds nice. Though. I'm very much similar to you, Phoenix. I'm very much like a night shower person. I like to go to bed and like feel clean and not have to like, be like, oh, I kind of feel like a little bit dirty from like the day and stuff like that. Plus I work out in the evenings, so it's like kind of nice on that end as well. Putting in 2 more tablespoons of heavy cream, and I think that's honestly going to be perfect for us. This is going to be exactly the consistency that we're looking for. Espresso martini equals party with coffee. That is a good point. A lot of people drink espresso martinis at night, so you're not wrong. Okay, here we go. Get that mixture in. Oh yeah, there we go. Bad and bougie. I could go for a glass of wine. Okay. Sounds good, right? Espresso martini, a parent's best morning. Oh God, best morning? Oh jeez. Phoenix, you better be sticking to coffee. No, I'm just kidding. You do whatever you like. I don't care. You're an adult, okay? I believe whatever you're doing is the right thing. We doing it for the kids, right? Okay, this is exactly where I want it to be. Okay, cool. Darky, hey, Whiskey, what's up? Hello, Whiskey. How are you doing? Welcome in. We are, also, Phoenix, if you didn't know, we are currently doing Coffee for Kids. Good for you. Good you. Oh yeah, I'm doing good. We are doing our first ever Starlight stream. I'm currently struggling with this scone material. We're making some orange cranberry glazed scones. The texture was not where we want it to be, but it's definitely where we want it to be now. It's definitely getting to that sticky, so we are ready to shift it over, put it into the whatever thing that it wants us to do, and then we're gonna be good to go. Put it in for the fridge. I think it wants it in for 15 minutes. We're gonna put in some more tape, and we're gonna be ready to go. Let's go. Okay. What are we making today? We are making some glazed orange cranberry scones, and then we are also making some dipped butter cookies. So if you want to type in !cookie, !scone, !baking, it's got all that good for you. But Whiskey, how are you doing? I know you're saying you're good, but like, what are you doing this weekend? What have you been up to? I am an adult. Help, I need an adult or adult. No, Phoenix, you're good. But we are doing, so this is our Starlight stream. As you can tell, we kind of got our chart, which actually I probably should fill in a little bit more because we're closer to 70. We're like right here. The problem with writing so high. We're about right here. So we're almost at our 75 goal. We're at $70 that we've raised right now for the Starlight Foundation, which supports kids in hospitals that are sick. And it's sort of a way to provide entertainment, provide education, provide clothes for those sick kiddos. So definitely, if you're not already knowledgeable about that, if you type in ! Starlight, it'll kind of give you all that information, kind of give a deep dive into their impact sheet. But we are raising money for that. We've got some goals, we've got some incentives. If you type in ! Incentive or milestones, it'll kind of give that information. But we out here, I had a crazy week and went to PAX East yesterday. Today I'm resting. Ooh, PAX East. Jeez, yeah. I bet that was a crazy week. How was PAX East? Whiskey, we got a raid from Claire Coffee, and then Claire brought along Sir Grunge, and Grunge was like, oh, you met Whiskey? That's so cool. And I was like, yeah, oh shoot, you know Whiskey? Yeah, Whiskey's great. Whiskey's great. We got a cocktail. Whiskey had way too much. Whiskey thought she could drink me under the table. I was like, yo, hold my drink. I'm about to drink whiskey under the table. So it was great. Love Claire. Oh yeah, Grunge is awesome. Yeah, right? Yeah, exactly. Okay, we are shifting over to this right here, this area. Let me just move this. So that we can perform our next step, which is pour into the counter with floured hands, work dough into a ball as best as you can, then cut the dough with a sharp knife into like 8 wedges, and then put the scone wedges, brush scones with remaining heavy cream for an extra crunch, sparkle, coarse sugar, place scones on a lined baking sheet and refrigerate for about 15 minutes. Okay, cool. So let me switch over to camera Cholula. Put you guys right there. Bada bing, bada boom. Yeah, I think that's fine. How much heavy cream do they want you to put in? Because I only put in like half. Heavy cream, 1/2. It really doesn't ask for more heavy cream, so maybe I'll just like put a little bit. Seamless transition. Hand stir grunge of beer. Yeah, right? Exactly. Thank you, Velvet, for that transition. I appreciate it. Clearly, we're low tech here, so we're doing our best. Okay. We're gonna sprinkle a little bit of flour. I've kind of been working my hands a little bit, so I'm gonna actually wash my hands really quickly before we get flour all over our hands, and we're gonna have to wash a little bit more, but put a little flour down here. Alrighty. Alrighty. High quality, low tech. Thank you, Whiskey. I appreciate that. Well, I was like we got like the Starlight sign handmade like 10 minutes before stream. Really awkward, but you know, it's okay. We got through it. All right. Actually, I want to line the baking sheet with parchment paper prior, because that way we don't have to like do that secondhand, which I think should be great. LOL, high quality baking, low quality setup. We love to see it. Thanks, Velvet. Yes, exactly. That's exactly what's going on here. We doing what we got, okay? So we can just focus on the baked goods. Exactly. See, Whiskey understands it. I could have all the flair, all the fancy things, but you know, I was just like, you know, let's just have a little bit more like low tech, a little more in that. And it's definitely not because I don't have a PC or anything and I'm totally not streaming through my phone. It's because I want you to focus on the baked goods. Clearly. Alrighty. Okay, we're putting this down here. We're about to start making this into ball form as best as we can. We got flour all over our hands. It definitely is sticky, so we're gonna start rolling this sucker. I think they want you to like pat it out just like a little bit. Get it into that nice consistency. A little bit of flour all over you. Because it says recipe-wise, who needs fancy when we got darky? Aw, thanks, Whiskey. I appreciate you. Whiskey, you need to come by more often. I love the hype. I love the hype. Let's go. Let's go. Exactly. Pour in a counter, flour hands, work dough into a ball as best as you can. Dough will be sticky. If not too sticky, add more flour. Okay, so well, it's like perfectly not sticky. So put in an 8-inch disc and cut with a sharp knife. So we don't have an 8-inch disc, so I think honestly just putting it into a ball, cutting it into 8 pieces is gonna be the best that we're gonna do, so. Hi, puppy. Excuse me. Hello. Please stand up. Please stand up. Okay, so we got a ball. We're gonna cut, yeah. We got a knife. All right, 8, so we're gonna do half, 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 half. Do it that way. I think that's gonna be the best way that we're gonna be able to get through it. Then we're gonna put it onto this, put it to the lined baking sheet and refrigerate for 15 minutes. We're gonna preheat this to 400 while we're doing that. Alrighty. There is half right there. There is another half. I'm realizing that like if I'm making only 8 scones, giveaway wise, there's gonna be a lot more cookies and a lot less sconies. Just fair warning, chat. All right. Cut these scone boys up. Ooh, got a bit of the cranberries in there. All right. We're gonna start laying these puppies in here just because it'll be easier. But honestly, I think like the scone wise, it wasn't too difficult to make, I don't think. It's just like kind of getting the consistency proper and getting the consistency to be exactly what you're like looking for. Which is kind of where I struggled, honestly. Alrighty. Another guy, another guy. Boom, look at that. Quality cuts. Quality cuts. There you go, okay. I think that is gonna be, give them enough space so when we actually put this in the oven, we'll be good to go. I'm gonna rinse my hands and I'll show you what we're working with, guys. Noms, yes, whiskey, yes. So because of our milestones, we had permanently add stickers to the giveaways. We've had get in a 3rd giveaway entry, which normally we do 2, so now we're doing 3 because we hit that milestone with $50 donated. If we hit $75 donated, we only have 70 currently, so we're 5 away. We will do also a giveaway for a 4-piece baking sheet. And then if we hit our goal, which is $100 for the donations to the Starlight Foundation, I will also do a cooking stream in April. I don't know when, I don't know what, but that is the plan. But yes. But okay, so these are what our scones look like. So I think they're looking pretty decent. I think they look okay, right? They have to go into the fridge for about 15 minutes. So while they're in the fridge, we're gonna preheat the oven, kind of pull out some more tape and kind of get back to our lives. Thank you, BCB. I appreciate that. We're gonna move you guys back to the regular camera. Plug you in. Sorry. Seamless transition, right? Right, Velvet? Okay, these go into the fridge for 15 minutes. We're gonna do a little cleaning up while we do that. What do you have to preheat the oven to? 400. Oops, fuck. All right, preheating the oven to that. It is currently 50, so at 05, we're gonna switch over to take out the things for that. Let me move all this stuff. Been watching this process though. I've been here. I know, BCB, well, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Sorry, clearly I'm a mess currently, but that's okay. You guys know I'm a mess, it's fine. I'm just myself, okay? I'm just trying to be myself. I feel that's still too low. Go a little bit higher. Bueno? Okay. So let's do a little bit of cleaning while we're here. Put this back in here. The orange we're gonna leave up here. Sugar, flour, all this stuff. Okay, so we probably don't need the second orange, so I'm gonna move you over here. Okay, let's do. Okay. Yeah, let's just move you out right here. Everything else I'm gonna clean very quickly, so don't mind me while I'm doing a little bit of cleaning. Okay, I put it on freaking focus mode and still be real is like, hey yo, gotta be real right now, okay? Being real right now. Ah! Yeah! 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 Oh, you guys want to hear a funny story? Okay, maybe it's not a funny story. But so my brother was like cutting, he was like, I don't know, like cutting like meat or whatever. So like when you're supposed to cut meat, what you're supposed to do is you're not supposed to like put your fingers like this when you're holding the meat. You're supposed to kind of like curl them back. And the reason for that is that like if you end up like getting too close, you kind of will like kind of graze your knuckles rather than kind of like cut your fingies. So my brother was like really deep into like cutting, but he was cutting like this. So we ended up cutting like his like pinky finger, or not his pinky finger, his like pointer finger. He cut like the tip of his finger, like not like the full nail, but he cut like half of the nail off, and like as well as like, you know, his finger. And he's like, oh my God. He's like, ah, my hand. I mean, like obviously it wasn't like this deep, but he was like freaking out. But like one of my best buddies, he's a doctor. So he like calls him and he's like, what do I do? Like I got my little fingertip. I like put it in a bag. Like I'm like ice in my hand. Like, what do I do? What do I do? And he's like, are you like bleeding a lot? Like he's like trying to like calm him down. He's like, you know, what's going on? What's the situation? And essentially he was like, there's nothing you can do besides like just let it heal because you didn't cut anything major and they're not gonna like stitch back on like the top of your nail. But he was like, my brother was freaking out. And it was like obviously sad. But it was also really funny to like retell like looking backwards. So it was kind of funny. Your baking streams remind me of these cooking videos I watch on YouTube where there's like a lady baking cakes. It's ASMR baking, so you get to just watch her mix the ingredients and stuff. CPCB, what would be nice is my goal is like in the future, if I mean like the plan is to get like a streaming computer and stuff like that. Also, I'm just waving this knife around like no big deal. It's okay. Just don't worry about it. The plan is to get like a streaming computer, and with that I'll get a second camera and not be able to stream through like my actual phone, so I can kind of put like cameras where you're able to like kind of see me like cutting, mixing things together, potentially have like a camera above the like a KitchenAid, so you can kind of like see that stuff. I mean, like everybody like on Twitch kind of has like the layout. I just kind of need to like, you know, make it look nice for Ryan, because I feel like it's a lot of like you're watching me, you're not necessarily watching like what I'm doing, because like I can't like have my phone pointed towards me but also like pointed towards like what I'm looking at. So it's like a whole nother thing, but like that's the goal. That's the goal. One day at a time. BCB, DM me the channel immediately. I love those videos. Hey, yeah, definitely share for sure. Watch out for Darky with sharp knives. Hey, what you saying? What you saying there, Whiskey? I hear you. You're gonna wake up sleeping with the fishes. I see you in there, Michael Myers, with the butcher knife. Okay, I'm trying to watch this, but like clearly I'm distracted, so I'll find it right now. I just use a laptop for mine. Okay, well, like Whiskey, like, okay, so even like that, I don't even have like a personal laptop, if I'm being honest with you. I stream everything through my work laptop, which I don't have anything downloaded because I'm not trying to like get in trouble or anything like that, but like you can just have like Twitch open and stuff like that. So what I'm streaming through is mostly, I stream through like my phone. So like I'm using my phone right now. That's how you see me. That's how I'm doing everything. But I have Twitch pulled up on my laptop, which is like right below. So I can read chat, kind of look through all that. But ideally in the future, I get that stuff, then I can be like a badass like you, Whiskey. Whiskey, your setup is like perfect. Like you got like the thing, you got like a camera, you got like the everything. Whiskey is amazing. Okay, actually, you know what I need to do? Okay. BCB, can we get a shout out for Whiskey Monster? Because we gotta actually, we're like almost 2 hours in. We got to start doing some shout outs. Just the tiniest kitchen though. Hey, Whiskey, when you're like freaking famous out there from being a Twitch or like a Twitch star or like a lawyer and freaking, what was it? Costa Rica? No, maybe not Costa Rica. Was it Costa Rica? Now I'm blinking. Sorry about that. I apologize. But when you're famous out there, you're going to be having the nicest kitchen. People are going to be like, oh my God, have you seen Whiskey Monster's kitchen? Go check out that stream immediately because like badass. It's just next level. So if you're not already following Whiskey Monster, definitely go check them out. They're an amazing streamer, amazing person. They have like music, they got games, they got cocktails, they got food. Whiskey's there doing it all. And just an amazing person. So definitely go check them out. BCB, can we also get a shout out for... I mean, obviously we got to do a shout out for you, BCB, but I can do that because I don't want you to shout out yourself. Can we get a shout out for Cause? And can we get a shout out for DJ Music Inspired? And that is all who I'm seeing within my immediate feed. So shout out to Cosmic Cop, who is also an amazing streamer. Cause is doing games, scary games, cozy games, regular games. Cause was doing some Apex with BCB and I on Wednesday. So definitely go check out Cause if you're not already. All the shout outs. Don't perceive me. Oh my gosh. Cause you kept saying that last night. You're like, Bloodhound, stop perceiving me, okay? We got a shout out for DJ Music Inspired. DJ is also a fantastic streamer playing some Horizon Zero Dawn. I said it right this time. And is a new affiliate, and DJ is literally amazing. So definitely go check them out. They're just a wonderful person to talk to and just very inspirational. And also knows a lot about people's colors, which apparently I am a orange, which is, like I'm... That's what it means, clearly. That's what an orange is. You are literally amazing. No, you're literally amazing, and you deserve the world, okay? Firefox, hey, hello, welcome in, what's up? Finally freaking made it, holy crap, hi, hello, well, so great to see you. How are you doing, Firefox? It's like, you don't have to be like finally here, it's okay. I know you got your own life, I know you're busy, I know we stream kind of around the same time, so don't even sweat it, friend. We are currently doing a Starlight stream, which is a charity stream for the Starlight Foundation, raising money for kids and hospitals that are too sick to kind of do a whole lot of, other things. So Starlight Foundation provides entertainment like Nintendo Switches and like Nintendo products for them. They provide clothes, they provide education, and it's just a fantastic thing. So we are low tech here at the Darky stream, but we've got Starlight display right here. We are at $70 and our next milestone is 75. We got some stars up there for all those people. And right now we are currently in the process of waiting for our scones to be fully solidified in the fridge. And then we're going to be putting them into the oven and then kind of going from there. Meanwhile, preheat the oven, line the baking sheet with parchment paper or silicone mat. After refrigerating scones 2 to 3 inches apart, put them in, put them for 20-25 minutes. Perfect, good to go there. And then, so we're doing some glazed orange cranberry scones, which are I'm very excited for. And then we're out, while those are getting processed and done, we are going to be doing some butter cookies dipped in chocolate. And then at the end of it, we're doing the giveaways, we're doing all the things. So it's going to be great. I'm super excited for it. True, I suppose, but blah. Low tech, I love that. You drew it great. Well, thank you. I was very concerned because like when I first drew it, you couldn't see anything. So I was like late to stream because I was like filling it in with my pen. I was like, make the lines darker, make them darker because you can't see anything. Docky's the best. Oh, whiskey. Yes, thank you. Hey, Brownie, welcome back. Hello. You should consider changing careers to be an artist. Oh, shut up, Whiskey. Shut up. That's not true. No way. Look at this. This is high quality trash right here. I literally, last night, I was like chilling in Colin's stream for like, I don't know, he was streaming for like 5 hours or 6 hours or something like that. I was just chilling in there and I was talking to my roommate and I was like, hey, can you draw a star for me? And she's like, what? And I was like, yeah, like just like a star. So she literally did like a cutout. She like drew like this. She's an artist. She like drew the star and I was like, all right, cool. I cut that out. I like make it into like multiple stars and I cut out like a ton of stars. So I was like, okay, this is what I gotta do. This is what I gotta do. But I was just like, I can't even draw a star. So there's no way I'm switching my career to be an artist. That's not my style. I'm in the Excel. I'm doing the numbers. I'm working the spreadsheets, but I'm not a artiste. Unless it comes to baking, then I'm like, let's make any and every type of cookie because like I'm here for it. But it's my belly. It's my belly that wants it. You make those cookies up there, Darky. You make it for me in the belly. It looks fantastic. Yes, yes, yes. Well, thank you, DJ. I appreciate that. I do need to borrow some of your markers, though. If you could just send me like a handful of colors, I'll make it way, way better looking. I mean, the star on that poster is 10p meta. What? Oh, sorry, 100p meta. Jesus. Get in my belly. Yes, exactly, Firefox. You get it. You get it. Okay, actually, sorry, we were in the middle of the shoutouts. Let me get back to that. We got to shout out the Big Crybaby, who is a amazing streamer doing cozy games, fun games. BCB actually just did a subathon last night. It was like 12 hours. Played every type of game that you could possibly think of, from like Apex to Stardew Valley to Mario Kart. BCB was like doing it all. So definitely go check out BCB, an amazing person. Gonna get married in like a month. BCB, you're getting married in like less than a month. Oh my God. Does that freak you out? That kind of freaks me out. And I'm not even getting married. I'm just like, okay, geez. Oh, thanks. Yes, of course. How is the bakery? The bakery's going well. We got the scones in the fridge. We got the oven preheated. We're waiting for about 3 more minutes, and then we'll take the scones out, put them in there for 20 to 25 minutes, and then we'll start the butter cookies. I was supposed to be doing dishes to be proactive, but I got distracted with chat, Janie. But how are you doing? Let's go. Oh, thanks. Wow. Congrats, BCB. Wow, congrats, BCB. Yeah, everybody, yeah. I mean, like, BCB's getting married. It's pretty, like, the subathon, crazy length. I mean, like, I don't even know if I could do a 12-hour stream. I feel like my energy is usually, like, pretty high, but it's in, like, short bursts of, like, 4 to 5 hours. 12 hours all day long, I'd be like, come hour, like, 10, I'd be like, guys, I gotta level with you. Hard cocaine all the time. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Don't quote me there. Cocaine is bad. It's a hell of a drug, okay? But yes, I would just not, I'd be very low energy for sure. Right? Y'all are so nice. Thank you guys. If you had to actually keep up the chat for a lot of baking, you could do 12. That's true. That is true. Honestly, Jenny. Luckily, I have to stop reading chat and get some baking done. I've done 15 hours. It ain't easy. Whisk, you did 15 hours? What did you do for 15 hours? Were you just like gaming? Wait, Whiskey, wait. I think I was actually... Maybe I was there for your 15-hour one. Now I can't remember. I kind of remember, but I kind of don't remember. What did you do for 15 hours, Whiskey? Firefox, let's go. Oh, and we got to shout out Firefox, of course. Firefox, our friend, the lovely Firefox, plays what? Firefox, I feel like you play... What do you normally play? Because right now it says that you're just chatting, but Firefox is a fantastic individual, known around the globe, but definitely known in sort of like the way that I found Firefox was through PJGX Gaming. But Firefox is just a fantastic person, kind of like me, a little bit of scatterbrained, but like always like laughs, always a great time, like very infectious. So definitely go check out Firefox if you're not already. I spent 12 hours of it on my kitchen. Oh my gosh. Your feet must have been hurting. I got some shoe slippies. I got some shoe slippies, which definitely make my feet feel way better, because like when I've normally been streaming, I don't wear shoes at all. I'm just like straight barefoot or like even socks. And it is, I come after done with the stream, I'm just like, I gotta lay down, guys. I gotta lay down. Oh God, I don't want to be on my feet ever again. But yes, so I can imagine. Variety, but also primary, just chatting with chaos. Exactly. Okay. Chatting with chaos and random games. Love it. Exactly. Firefox is amazing. Literally the only way to say it rough. Hey, fair. I'm doing another marathon stream next Saturday. I think I should cap it. Ooh, well, good luck, Whiskey. Good luck on your next marathon stream. Sending all positive vibes your way. All positive vibes your way. We got one more minute of fridge scones. Yeah, I wear slippers too, but I also have a bar stool I sit on. Okay, see, the bar stool I feel like is next level. It's not where I'm at because I don't have any bar stools, but like if I got like a chair, I'd just be like, I feel like if I had a chair, I'd be like kind of this low. Ooh, hello, don't fall. Squatting is hard. Yeah, I think that would look interesting. I don't know how I feel about it. I'm okay with standing, but it's like definitely, yeah. Let's go. Okay. Scone o'clock. We hit 05. Actually, technically it says 14. Okay, now it says 05. We're going to take them out. Those squats. Oh, yeah. Get up those orthopedic mats things. Honestly, I should, Jenny. I should. But luckily the shoes, the slippies do help. All right. Look at these bad boys. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Look, Jenny. Look what you've had me make. I don't want them to fall, but like, you know, this is probably the angle that's going to be best without them toppling on each other. Yeah, slippers for the win. Those bar stools good. Honestly, whiskey, I probably should. Okay, so these go in for about 22 to 25 minutes. Let me just confirm with the recipe that I'm doing everything proper and not going to screw everything up. Okay. Cut into 8 wedges, check. Step 4, brush scones with remaining heavy cream for extra crunch. Sprinkle coarse sugar if you like. I don't have coarse sugar, and we are good there. Place scones on a plate or lined baking sheet and refrigerate for at least 15 minutes. Check. Preheat oven to 400 degrees. Check. Line a large baking sheet with parchment paper, silicone baking mat. After refrigerating, arrange scones 2 to 3 inches apart on a prepared baking sheet. A checky. Bake for 22 to 25 minutes or until golden brown around the edges and lightly browned on top. Remove from the oven and allow to cool for a few minutes as you make the glaze. All right, so we good. Let's go. All right, we're gonna put it in for, I think, 23 minutes to start off with. Beep, 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 beep. And then we'll check on it based on there. Ooh, it's toasty. It's toasty. Ovens are hot. All right. Oh my God. Heck yeah, I want now. No whiskey. We gotta make them first. We gotta get the scones ready first, okay? Then you can have them. All right. Ooh, let's go. Whiskey with the little like squirrel like. I love that. The coarse sugar is so good though. Turbinado works. Turbinado? I don't know if I have turbinado. I mean, I don't